There's a bit more armor for folks. The workshop's done. Excellent. Dismantle it. Medical bay's done. Wow. Half of the time it takes for our Aquanauts to recover. That's pretty good. And there was, I think, another med bay. Yeah, cryotherapy bay, which is like, I think already in the listing, or I saw that in the UFOpedia or something, I think. That was also like, whoa, I don't think I should have that yet. Does that like cut it down by an 1/8 then or something? Yeah, requires a bit of cryogen, a bunch of money. A bit of cryogenics, 28 days. Yeah, alright. Just to confirm the displacer armor, that is just one suit. Yeah. Right. Okay. Take off the hammer. One person left on the hammerhead because of the surgeries. MC strength. How many people are we bringing with? Where do I set the threshold? Generally like, oh, wait, this is the hammerhead. Wrong ship. Leviathan is what I want. Gonna say, aha, we filled it up anyway. No, no, no. I think over 50, I guess, is the threshold. Some of you will still be attacked with MC. And Ecliptics is unfortunately out. We have 10 space available, though. Oh, my god. Okay, let's go over 40, then. And some of you just get kind of babby weapons. That leaves 4 space available, which is a little bit easier for me to swallow. That's alright. Armor-wise, ion across the board. Except a few of you will be getting magnetic iron armor. And I'm not sure, I guess whoever's got the most kills here gets magnetic iron armor. Congratulations. Res with 62. Oh my god. It's an alright amount, I guess. That's a decent amount. Azuranos IV with 0 kills coming on in. Outstanding. Okay. We can look into seeing about getting... guess just research. Research like all the corpses mostly in case we get some other cool implant things through that. Because I don't know what unlocks these things. We can see about getting the med bay in. When that room empties up north. Just go straight into cryotherapy bay. 20 days? Okay. Crap. Yeah, alright. We're not going to be able to get Ecliptics into this, unfortunately. There's Lobsterman corpse. Don't think the text is going to be any different for a Theropod corpse. It's a bit of a drooly boy, that'n. Only similar in name, the internals of this creature resemble a tank more than they do an animal. Seemingly remote controlled with implants, it has no central brainstem or intelligence of any sort, and is closer to a biological machine, with glycol-based hydraulic systems controlled by electrical impulses. The shell of this creature is designed to stop all but the most specialized of attacks. Like explosives. And then, yeah, some interrogations. Sure. The Biodrone corpse as well. Ion engine. Why do the aliens have ion? Ocular rangefinder implant. Excuse me? What unlock this? Like, what's unlocking these things? It doesn't require a corpse, it's just the implanter, so like... Alright. Well, transfer over then. any implanters we may have. Okay, decent amount there. Send over 30, I guess. Pretty okay on those, it turns out. Okay. Ocular rangefinders then for people. Reactions, accuracy, throwing, melee. Anybody who's coming with on the mission can have one. I mean, that ain't about even more reactions, a bit of throwing, a bit more melee. 15 accuracy is pretty good. Let them get rested up. Stall out for a day. Oh, they're still out for a day. What? Surely no. Been 2 days. Lobsterman Medic taught us about the mutant. Ugh. Okay. Alright. Thanks for that. I don't suppose that unlocked another one. No, okay, good. Good answer. So, Leviathan. One final time. Oops. I did end up waiting a few more days just to get a few more sonic cannons built up because we only had like 6 of them, so I made, I think, 6 more? Yeah, so we got 12 sonic cannons now. And plenty of ammo. We just threw some on. And just like a few reloads per. Some of the Gauss machine guns, a decent bit of the heavy Gauss. For the most part, we're going to be rocking sonic cannons and sonic rifles, I think. Small pulse launchers once we get a bit deeper in, I think. Large pulse launchers, mostly to blow our load at the beginning. So I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of use using that stuff once we're like down deep inside. It's mostly just for the first stage because it's a little bit chaotic on the first part. I think the first part is like, it's like an artifact site, I believe. You got to go into one of the pyramid thingies to get down at the lower level. And then it's a bit of a sprawling labyrinth, though I intend to take a shortcut there with a... the Ziyarbite Pulse Bomb. Do a bit of a shortcut with that. Save quite a bit of time. And then the third part is like the deep inside with a lot of Tassault with disruptor pulse launchers and not hallucinoids. Tentaculates. And deep one. I think there's like basically like a roll call on the very final part, though I'm also planning on skipping a decent bit of that with a Ziyarbite Pulse Bomb if possible as well. Only 2 Ziyarbite Pulse Bombs is maybe a little bit, but I don't know. Can I make another... Can I make another, like, couple kind of quick? Just in case. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Make a few more. There. Then I don't have to worry because maybe it, like, I don't know. Sometimes it acts a bit oddly with the explosions. I'm also just assuming this can pierce through. I'm pretty sure it can. Pulse bombs. Boom. 6 of them now. Beautiful. So, intercept with the Leviathan. No longer is there only cancel. We now also have Tleth to go to. Don't forget to push this button. You need to do this to go to Tleth. Otherwise, you're going to spend a couple years in-game wondering, how the heck do I complete this thing? Don't worry. We've all been there. We've all done it. Send this sub on a mission to Tleth. Yeah. Big scary things coming out of the water. We're entering the unknown. From here on, there could be anything waiting for us. We know there are 2 further levels to the alien city, and your squad must race to the exit on this level to enter the next. Place all Aquanauts on the exit and blah blah blah. Right. So, I'm going to spend a bit of time here getting folks in order. Those of you with the highest M strength, are getting DPLs. I should have put you at the front of the ship. I don't even know what the ship layout is like, actually. Might have to do a little bit of shuffling around, but large pulse launchers for sure. Load these up into the backpack since it takes the same amount of time as to reload from any slot. I didn't know that. Those of you who do not have a lot of MC strength, who are also kind of at the front of the ship because I left it on sorting by strength, you've only got Gauss. It's a Gauss machine gun. It's still quite okay for the general every day-to-day, but if the worst thing were to happen where you go berserk or mind controlled or whatever, you can't do a lot of damage to us. You also don't have explosives. As we get a bit better with the MC strength, some of you have a cannon because I didn't have enough rifles, because but you still don't have explosives. Up until we start getting into the 60 MC strength range, and that you do, because I think over 60 is probably okay. I'd like to think that over 50 is also okay. For the most part, because there's so many people with not so much MC strength, I think really anybody over 50 is probably okay, because Rayote, Twilight Duck, TPG, and Rogue are going to be the ones who get MC'd the most. They always target the one with the weakest, which is why it's kind of nice having a lightning rod person. I don't really like doing that. I consider it a bit exploity, but whatever. The folks who have a lot of strength and M strength start to get just better weapons. As you have higher strength, you started to carry bonus weapons, because if we do a folklore in the first part, excellent. If we have to just rush to the exit, I'd like to just rush to the exit and get through this first part as quickly as possible, because it can go pretty bad pretty fast. And there's a lot to do here. So you've got bonus weapons and bonus ammo and bonus explosives and stuff. For those of us who on the first part don't have such weapons. I do have, with the highest M strength people, over 90, they've got the launcher with plenty of ammo and also the big breaching bomb to help us get through certain shortcuts later on in different levels. There are 4 of you. And then Ghost Pants, Res, and Score with the highest MC strength, not quite the highest accuracy, 135 on Res, obviously, but like 87 on Score, still pretty okay. I think it'll be fine. The 3 of you are probably going to be in a bad spot on the ship. We'll have to see how that goes. I didn't check the layout of the Leviathan to see where the people in the very back stand. Ideally, you guys are standing at the doorway, though, just launching these things out, and we just obliterate the first part of the map as quickly as possible. Get through it. Probably won't do a full clear, but we'll see what happens. But obviously in the future stages of the levels, you're not going to have a need for the Disruptor Pulse Launcher. In fact, you probably won't have a whole lot of ammo for it either. And since we might be skipping and like going to the exit and advancing rather than doing a full clear, we probably won't be bringing all this stuff with us. Hence the folks with the bonus gear. So we'll just have to do a quick resupply and ammo check and all that stuff as we go further out and through. I suppose some of you can have the bonus ammos, or Gauss too, because may as well. Ended up not really using the hydrojet cannon because we've got enough of these small pulse launchers to handle that aspect. Quite a lot of just bonus gear, also not a whole lot of melee going on either. Oh, right, there is no surface on this. Okay, I'm being silly. See how long it's been? I thought there was a surface part to this map. Okay, so it doesn't matter the Leviathan then. It is still a artifact site sort of style mission. But okay. Then those of you with a DPL, I guess congratulations. You've got a DPL. Let's see. I can still probably use it. We'll see. We'll find out. I'm sure it'll be fine. Get some flares out, get some lights out. Looks like our, I guess LZ is clear. I guess. I think some of you who have the DPL, I'm gonna go ahead and switch your equipment through, actually. Because then I really just need, like, a DPL person, you know? There. A couple things for Ghost Pants to pick up, then. Ghost Pants, you're back onto a sonic cannon, then. Because Rez has always been the explodey guy, so we're keeping explosives with you, and then over here on the side, where the pile of gear is, annoyingly, Score is actually one of the best candidates possible to have this thing, because of that ridiculous MC strength. So, I was taking your stuff off to switch you, but then I was like, well, actually, you're probably one of the best ones to have do it. So, I'm sorry, we'll sort through it. Flares are out, get freewheel back up to safety, and okay. Let's see how this goes. This first part then, because there is no surface, I forgot, this is a lot of Aquatoids and DPL, and a bit of mind control. It's a little bit of everything. But we're no strangers to disruptor pulse launchers, so that's kind of how the entire campaign has gone thus far, so I'm not really too bothered by that. But ordinarily, that'd be a pretty big aspect of this first part. Also some tentaculates and such, of course. Wouldn't be TFTD without them now, would it? Then you need these again, because you got... Not sure what I was thinking. You're definitely the best one to have. I could give you, like, equipment like this, but this takes so long to switch around. Ugh, whatever. I don't know of any shortcuts on this first part of the map. I think this part is slightly randomly generated, but there is a large room that we're looking for with a big, huge elevator that'll lead us to where we need to go. The next two parts of the mission, if those are the same as always, I think I remember where the shortcuts are. It's mostly just to blow a hole in the wall and run through there. It's not like, not a massive thing. It's just the map on the second part. It's really... It's like one of those where if this screen is the whole map, you start like in this corner and you weave through the whole thing. And it's just like, you just fight like little bits along the way every step. Kind of just a pain, not really difficult, unless the tentaculates get a jump on you. Again, it's always how it is though. It wouldn't be TFTD without them, so. And then I'd say the third part of Teleth, the final part, is maybe the biggest shortcut IMO, because that saves you from having to deal with a lot of the DPLs and stuff that are going on. There's a lot of, it's like a gauntlet, kind of a roll call. You just walk into a room and it's like, hi, I'm a deep one with a tentaculate. It's like, what? Yeah, kind of odd. It's one of those deals. But can be pretty deadly. By that time, you've usually exhausted a lot of your ammo and stuff anyway, so it works out. The shortcut brings you, like, kind of to the end, though. Is that a biodrone? Hello? Oh, Aquaprobe. Oh, I didn't know you could I accidentally did that. I didn't know you could middle click this again to get the combat analysis. That's very handy. Huh. Okay, nice. Right on. GG. What? What? You have no, you guys just have 1 billion health, don't you? That's rude. Okay, I don't think you can do a lot to me. Res? Now's a chance, if you'd like. Just walk it over there very carefully, yeah? Alright, Mr. Tarvin just like diving across the doorway. I even blew this door off the hinges somehow. What? Outrageous. Okay, cool though. I don't know, depending how this goes, we might do a full clear then. Because I thought it was a topside artifact site like mission with the pyramids and everything, and we gotta run to the exit and just kind of one of those things where I always ran through it, so I didn't really remember very well. But no, yeah, this part makes sense as the part 2, and yeah, they're right. Okay, Dave, you're running kind of far off on your own. Can you not? While I don't have a full Leviathan of people, I do have quite a few. We could have 4 more people, which... yeah, I could have made a tank. I could. I probably had the time. They probably just take a few days to slap together, right? Ah, well. Plug the elevators as we see them. Try to get a bunch of angles on stuff for vision, because if we see something, we definitely want to know where it goes, because we can get surrounded very easily on a map like this. Kind of creating a wall, sort of, we just as a wave move through. That's what I'm attempting anyway. Try to keep a wall between everybody if possible. Situations like this are worst case, because if a DPO comes flying through here, which as the map gets destroyed becomes very likely, it's obviously really difficult to keep enough people for the next parts. It's also a lot harder to keep track of aliens when the entire level is destroyed and falling apart, too. You try to be nice and thorough about everything, and it's like, nope, not worth. Everything's destroyed, all the walls are gone now, the areas you thought were clear, now there's 18 different ways to get into them. It's kind of an okay design, though. A lot of the time in games, especially older games, you kind of expect the final mission to be like a massive pain in the butt, but like, really compared to everything else we've done, I don't really consider Toleth to be that bad. It is a 3-part mission. The only 3-part mission that there is. I guess you could argue that that alone makes it too much of a ball ache to really be something to like doing, but I don't know. I was never really bothered by the ship terrors anyway, so. Heck, Toleth could be a 4-part mission. I'd still probably be okay with it. I think the biggest issue I always had with Toleth was with the OpenXCOM, or not OpenXCOM, before OpenXCOM, using XCOM utility to modify the game and the DOSBox version and everything. A lot of the time when you get to the second part, even if you did a full clear and all that, your stuff wouldn't be with you. And your guns would be unloaded. If it was like, I think like a partial clip would be unloaded, but I did discover sometimes at the starting area where your people are, if you look 1 floor up, your equipment is floating in the air. It's very odd. I think that's an XCOM utility thing. I'm not sure if that's a DOSBox thing or what it is. I don't know. Not a problem with OpenXCOM though, thankfully. We need more folks over here. I'm just nervous about how many aliens there might be because Genius difficulty so far has not pulled any punches with how many aliens there are on missions. Hi! Sakotoich is right around the corner. Hey. How you doing? Excellent. Yeah, Akoto is the DPLs. Get used to seeing that. That is absolutely the flavor here on this first part. Just sudden chaos, the mission. Whoa. Oh, what is your story? Who's this guy? Yo, Score. I didn't bring an MC Raider. What is this, dude? What are you wearing? He's dead now, whatever he's got on. Wild look. Very wild. So anyway. Don't know if I recognize the room we're looking for. The only thing I remember with it is a massive elevator because you need to be able to get tanks across into the next stages of the map. It tries to accommodate for that, thankfully. With these ZR-byte flares lighting the place up, this is like extra nice. This upper floor is looking pretty okay. That upper floor was alright. Rayout's at this corner of the map. That closet's just at the edge of the map there, so it's fine. Scout ahead a little bit for Rayout. Obviously do a couple misclicks here and there when you can to keep things a little bit lively. Try to maintain the buddy system as well. I don't know if there are tentaculates. Pretty sure there are. There definitely are on the next parts. I think there's also on this. So with that good old chrysalid buddy system and sort of wave progression that we do, try to mitigate the losses the best we can with that. And Score, ready for DPLing. TPG ready to help out. Jason over there. Let's get Cotton over to the middle if you can make it. Only just not able to. Okay, I'm fairly happy with the way this is looking. I think I want Stack to look because we got a bit of a blind spot here. Never mind, solved. Okay. Alright, just like that, awful things can happen. Luca's edge, you good? Alright. Again, though, we're used to this. This is nothing new to me. We've had to deal with an awful lot of DPL. Don't really know where that came from, though, is the thing. That part's a bit of a mystery. Ah, there. Don't know what's loaded into this, but fire. Ah, sleep dart. Yes, sleep dart. That's what it is. Just ignore me. This is looking promising here. Obviously, if we can do a full clear, that's obviously very beneficial, because then we bring all the equipment that we have up there, we bring that with. Otherwise, we're sort of stuck with just what we have on our people, hence bringing in, you know, the spare guns and such for the current DPL folks. Actually, ooh. Alright then. I was gonna have you sit up because it's probably a bit safer there, but alright. Eagle 2 up here to watch your back as well, just in case anybody tries to be super clever and flank. It hops in there in case something goes wrong, then you're there as a backup for the buddy system purposes. Leave a little bit of forward scouting. Need to close the bit of a gap that we've got over there, so we'll move TPG down. You see, this I like. Just like watching each other's backs, clearing an area, moving forward, filling the gaps. Everybody's like within a turn from one another. Don't know how that misclick happened. It's nice. It's nice having enough soldiers to manage that. You just have a couple weak spots here and there. But I think we still got enough folks to do it, even though I didn't bring up to 4. Which I think you can normally have more on the Leviathan. I remember like 36 or something. Maybe that's a different mod. I remember it being simply too much. Back when you had like that 60 or 80 item limit on the ship, that was just impossible to manage. It's like, here's your gun. You don't get a reload, but here's the gun. How's Lucas Z okay? Man, they got Lucas Z like dialed in. Leva took a bit of shrapnel. Man, they really, you know, that one. Really walked it through the hallway. Yeah, you down there. Got him. I don't know if every Aquatoid has a DPL. There are a lot of DPLs though. And then goodbye. We'll get you loaded in with yeah, sure, shock pod. Why not? Plenty of ammo for y'all to use that just as your everyday weapon. You can use that just for the entirety of Teleth, I'm pretty sure. Always nice to have. Any 2x2 units we bump into, handle. Any terrifying lobstermen that we bump into, handle. Okay, that's clear. I assume this elevator is still blocked. Yeah, it's still blocked. Okay, what's it blocked by, do we think? Could be blocked by anything. Dave, maybe we hide you behind this doorway. And keep Rogue looking at that. And you can snapshot with the machine gun, maybe. Jason on standby around the corner, though, just in case. There's a tentaculate. Man, I'm scared. It's probably just another Aquatoid, though. Okay, this area is clear, too. This is more like the alien count that I'm used to. Like, rounding a corner and there's 3 to south just kind of standing there playing tic-tac-toe. And like another 2 doing hopscotch and all that. Like, that's garbage. I don't know where they all come from. I think just the alien counts are maybe a little bit more dialed in for Teleth across difficulties, whereas the standard day-to-day mission, it's a little more loosey-goosey, because it doesn't matter so much. Not very confident in placing people around here like this. We have taken out any DPL that's fired. We do take them out like the next turn, so I don't know, maybe we're kind of okay. Just making sure I didn't leave anybody up the elevators. I think you were out of your turn though, and something is over there. We'll find out what it is. This elevator might also have something. Mysterious.